Sitting here for lunch at the park, the city park. Got me a can of Pringles. Pringles. I just get the original. Sometimes I get the sour cream and onion kind. Most times just the original. I like them. Got my soda. Got my sandwich. And I got you. There's a lot of people out here today. Let's see what I got here. Tuna salad. Let me start this up real quick. Saw an interesting ad on a car. You know how it seems like everybody wants to start their own business, and prior to them, you know. Hold on just a second. Everybody wants to start their own business. I get that. More power to them. But some of them were just strange and kind of odd. The one I saw today was a photo booth rental. All day photo booth rental. So somebody went out, purchased a photo booth. Had to start your business, right? All the little film, paper, you gotta plug it up. You gotta haul that thing somewhere and drop it off. And then people can jump in and have their photo taken. But I think if you have a phone that does not have a camera, let me know. It's a novel idea to have a photo booth, I guess, but I mean, how much is that going to cost for people to sit in a booth? This thing's going to take 5 or 6 black and white photos of you in very fast succession and spit them out on the side of the machine. This is how I remember photo booths working. And they're going to pay for that all day long? I don't understand. Hey, Tommy. Nice to see you, buddy. Sorry I wasn't on here yesterday. Had a bunch of stuff going on. But that photo booth thing just cracks me up. Like, and we're in a college town, and I can't think where you would advertise that. I mean, you got a big magnet. You had a magnet made. You had it stuck to the side of your car for a photo booth. Where are you going to market? How are you going to market that? Great for family reunions or game day. I mean, it's a college town. I get it. There's a lot of young people out here, but that's the thing. There's a lot of young people out here, and one, they probably don't even know what a photo booth is without Googling it, and they probably don't have any interest in it either. I just don't see it be a feasible business option. But who am I to say? Who am I to say? I don't know, man. Photo booth. Nice breeze out here today, blowing my stuff around. Yeah, if you don't have a phone on your camera on your phone, put it in the comments. We'll send you one. I got one that's 3 or 4 years old. This is still really good. I think it's just crazy. And like, if you have even flip phones had cameras, so you still be able to take pictures. And nobody really prints pictures off anymore. I mean, you see stuff like Spotify or Google will print off your photos and you can pick them up somewhere in town. Normally it's a drugstore or Walmart or something like that, and you can get photos printed. But that's like so nostalgic. I don't think really many people do that anymore. I have some printed photos at home. But they're very special occasions, you know? It's not like I'm just printing off pictures of myself, a bunch of selfies of me, or the cats, or something like that. Well, school should be starting soon. Won't have as many kids running around. Yep. Anyway, how's you guys doing today? I've been trying to make some other little videos. Made one of the car wash. I hope you guys watched it. I had an idea for a couple more. One of them is going to be like a, yeah, one of my ideas is a social experiment. I'm not going to say much more than that. It's going to be a little controversial, I believe. Should get some reactions. Interact with the public. And see how that goes. We'll do a live feed on it. I don't know. I may not do a live feed on that. Because you get some crazy people saying crazy stuff on the camera. So I may just record different interactions and piece those together into a video. You guys can watch that one. Yeah, rent a photo booth. That's like renting a Coke machine at your at your birthday party. You can just buy the drinks, put them in your fridge. But no, we're gonna rent a Coke machine, have it brought to the party, so everybody can spend cash to have a Coke spit out of a machine. Doesn't make any sense. And the photo booth thing doesn't make sense either. I don't know. It's like having a portable water fountain put in your backyard for the barbecue. No. You see some silly stuff like that every once in a while. People put on the side of the cars, they do this, they do that. I'm all about small businesses. I like sponsoring and helping out small businesses. Restaurants, other little things like that, local stuff, if I can. But you gotta adapt. I mean, technology has changed so fast. I mean, when's the last time, unless you're a professional photographer, you're not even carrying a regular camera around anymore. Everybody does stuff on their phone. I do everything on my phone. I'm not buying another camera. I'm not taking nature shots from 100 yards away in the big zoom lens or something like that. So, you voted for mustard? I like mustard too. My polls don't upset anybody. So the poll I put on there when you come into the chat is which one, ketchup or mustard. You got a lot of people. I hate the polls you get on the live feed. It's like, have you subscribed? Yes. Or no, but I will right now. It's the same damn thing. If you're going to do a poll, they need to be opposing answers. Not the same damn answer repeated over and over again. It's redundant and stupid. So if it's yes and yes, then you have to click one of them. And you just like, all you're going to find out is somebody likes the top row or the bottom row of your poll. That's all you're going to figure out. I see that. I just scroll on. I don't watch it. If they can't figure out how to do a poll and understand that once you have one thing and another, so you have opposing answers, you can find a result. I'm moving on. There's too much out there for me to try to figure out somebody's mental state on that. Hey Helen, haven't seen you in a while. Well, I've been watching your videos. You just haven't been on here for a while. That's okay. It's good to have you on here again. I hope you're having a good day. I'm just eating some chips. Already ate my sandwich. Good Helen. Helen has some cool little videos. I've been watching some of them. Tommy won't post any videos, so I don't know. He's camera shy. Missouri, huh? Is that how you pronounce that? Missouri? Um, hey Helen, I got a question for you. On your channel, are you getting new subscribers often? Are you getting a lot of watch hours on your channel? And if so, do you have any like tips or tricks you could pass along to someone like me? I don't want to rant and rave on the screen. I want mine to be chill. I've already cut the grass over here, so I don't have to listen to lawnmowers over here. I was at the, if you watch my other stream from Saturday, I was at the food bank. And that camera was set up for over 2 hours. A couple different places in the area and around the food bank. Towards the end, a guy picking up trash, cardboard next to my camera, knocked my camera over. It was an extra cell phone is what I used for the camera. And it had this little attachment on the bottom for my microphone. And that had a little touch, but anyway, it shattered it. It landed down, the dude stood it back up backwards, so it was facing the wall and some pallets, and just walked off. Didn't say anything to anybody. And then, somebody took my audio equipment. It had a little bag, and it came with 2 microphones and a receiver, and a little charging block. So put everything in the charging block, and I got a video on that too. It's DJI microphone. And DJI makes great products. But anyway, I had them in there. I took one receiver out, because that's all I needed. Pinned it on my shirt. And then I had the other piece attached to the phone. So the block and the extra microphone were sitting in a little pouch next to my setup. Somebody stole it. Here I am at a community food bank trying to promote donations and volunteers and things like that. And my stuff gets broken and stolen. I'll keep going back and volunteering, but I won't be doing any more camera stuff there. So, yeah, it's so bizarre. I don't know. It makes it hard to trust people. I've been paranoid about certain people, and then some people I don't even pay attention to. But if I feel like if I'm helping somebody and they don't say thank you, or they do something behind your back, it's just messed up. It was somebody working there, because all the people we're handing food out to were in the cars. So if you were in the line to pick food up, you just stayed in your car. It was like a drive-through. Pulled up, we opened the car door, put your box of food in, and you drive away. So all the people that were walking around my camera were volunteers, actually working at the food bank. And somebody took my stuff. There's more I want to say on that, but I'm not going to. I'll just get myself upset. And I don't want to rant. So, anyway. Super nice out today. It's 12 o'clock noon right now. Breeze is blowing. Got partly cloudy skies. After being 100 degrees every day, this is great. I was watching a show called Alone on TV. It's a survival reality show thing. They drop them off in random places, see how long they can survive. They're up in northern Canada. And beginning of the show, it's kind of like fall time. You know, they got to get prepped up before winter hits. It's part of the show. They're out there for like a couple of months, at least. And they're like taking off their sweaters and stuff. And it's like, it's hot out here. And the camera, you know, the show has the temperature put on the bottom. It's like 65 or something like that. And they're like sweating. I'm like, geez, you would completely die down in Georgia. And one of the contestants was from Georgia. I don't think he was complaining about it, but there's a few people, they're like, man, it's so hot. I gotta take this off. Yeah, we got storms coming up this way too. Hurricanes. That's good. We need the rain. I mean, the worst part about the rain is I have to cut my grass more. So, no, I mean, we've got I have a lot of gardens at the house. And Rachel does most of the gardening. I help her out a little bit here and there, but those plants take a lot of water. I got sprinklers on them. She's out there watering them again, but with rain, that's good. And all of our gardens are for looks. A lot of flowers and bushes for the butterflies and birds, things like that. She wants the next garden, which I think will be the final garden. We're running out of room. She wants it to be a herb garden. We just hadn't gotten around to it yet. Yeah. That'd be cool. Grow some herbs and things like that. Because we don't cook that often, but when we do, we want fresh stuff. I think it'll be nice. Rachel's doing good. My sister Lydia, I haven't seen her on here in a while. I've talked to her in a little bit, so I'm not sure. I'm sure she's fine. She's doing her own thing. Rachel gets and watches my live streams later on in the day. She's at work right now. Where she's at, she has very poor cell phone signal, so she can't watch it live with me. So that's all right. So I just want to keep posting some stuff, try to build up my channel a little bit. And I watched some other videos, people tell me how to build it, all these different settings and things like that. Most of it I was already doing. I think it's just the amount of content you put out there. You can build a following over time. It's not going to happen instantly, I get that. But my little car wash video did really good. It took me about 15 minutes to film that. All the pieces of that little car wash commercial, about 15 minutes. It took me about half an hour to clip edit, and all that stuff on my phone and publish it. So less than an hour's worth of work. I did all that for that one video, which is pretty good. People will do professional commercials and they spend days on them and stuff like that. Mine was just for fun. I kept passing this place, and the letters had fallen off the front of it where it said God's Car Wash. I had sent a picture to my sister of it, laughing about it. And I just said, you know what, I need to do a video of that. Great. What little hair I have is blowing around. So, yeah, it was fun to do stuff like that. I used to do silly little videos like that a long time ago. I may start trying to do some more stuff like that again. The only problem with shorts, though, is you don't get as many viewing hours on your channel. They don't count those towards your account to monetize. Unless you get like, oh gosh, what is it? 3 million likes or something like that, or 3 million views. I don't know if it's views or likes. When Mohawk suits me. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I can support that. Some people have some strange haircuts, but yeah, I'm just old fashioned. There's a little computer prank video I'm gonna do for the shorts videos. It's something I posted a long time ago. I'm gonna post it again or redo it, kind of update it. I deleted the old one because it was back for like Windows 7. So I'm gonna do another one. Punk's not dead. Never. I like 90s music. I like 90s alternative. That's what I listen to most of the time in my car. I've got Sirius XM, the satellite radio, and I'll put it on lithium. I'll listen to that most all the time. Every once in a while, I'll switch it over to like a comedy channel just to break it up some. And for some completely odd reason, I don't know why or how, I had this country song playing in my head from like the 90s. And I talked about it in previous live streams. And I watched, and there's a channel on the Sirius XM called Primetime Country, and I was listening to it, and I never liked country music. Never have liked it. But I grew up in Tennessee, so I was always exposed to it. I listened to it all the time, even though I didn't care for it much. Thought it was too twangy and stuff like that. I don't know. Just didn't care for it. It wasn't like painful to listen to. It's just something I didn't care for. And now I'm like listening to it as I got older. And some of those songs don't make any sense. Some of those songs just make no sense at all. And then a couple of them are reminded of how annoying they were. So, yeah, country music, go figure. And I always tell people I listen to anything but country. That's what I used to tell people. But yeah, I listen to it some, very little though. I'm not like tuning in all day long to Primetime Country. These are some happy kids. When does their school start? There's a bunch of them. I don't know. That means less viewers on YouTube as well. Somebody said that the TikTok streams are kind of dying off. I remember that one platform called Vine. It was like 7-10 seconds. That's all you could get for your video. And they were called Vines. Vines. Something like that. And that was real popular for about a year. Then it died off. And now TikTok's come, and it sounds like it's already about to go out the window. I don't know. I don't subscribe to TikTok. I don't watch it. I've kept my YouTube. I like it, but there's this one guy that does he has AI, artificial intelligence, create these random country songs based on a 1 or 2 word title. And then he listens to it and plays the drums with it, and some of it's crazy stupid. Trucks, boots, and my girl whiskey. Yeah. I'll have to look that one up. You can't send it to me. Although my email, I have created an email just for the YouTube page. In my description, if you want to send me a link, Tommy, I'll click on it and watch it. So you're in another country, so you can't like text it to me. Then I'd have to get my phone number out there, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, you can email it to me. That'd be cool to watch. These kids are having a blast. Check this out. These little kids running around. Having a blast at the park. Not a care in the world. Not a care in the world. Now, I just wasn't feeling mentally good yesterday, so I didn't do a live feed yesterday. So if I skip a day or something like that, it's probably I'm not mentally into it. Some days I just have bad days. Maybe one day I'll go into that in more detail. I don't know if I want to divulge that. Probably not. I did once and I had to delete the video immediately afterwards. I felt embarrassed. Yeah. Don't we get into all that? Look at this salt and pepper I got going on here. Look at that little white stuff coming out. Stress does that to you. I'm going to have to get just for men and dye my beard. I got some gray hairs up here too. I just turned 48. I got this white stuff growing in here. Look at that. It stands out too, big time. I can't just get rid of them. I have such a patchy beard if I plucked all the white ones or cut them out or something like that. Yeah, Tommy, that's what I gotta do. Put it down, walk away. I try to sit outside and listen to the birds or stuff every once in a while. But I get restless. So I end up watching videos. Or I used to read books a little bit. It's just hard for me to stay focused on a book for a long time. I look good. Thanks, man. 48. Yep. I never smoked any tobacco or anything. I did drink for a while, but I stopped that. Yeah, a lot of that stuff will make you look a lot older. For most people, anyway. Some people just look older just because. They're just unfortunate, I guess. Man, it's nice out here. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to work. I can't use my bird app out here. They're too loud. It's got to be silent. It's got to be quiet. I'm still pitching that bird app. Different people. I should get some kickback from the corporation. Did that, right? Free advertisement for their app. Oh, there was a website I was going to tell you guys about. I just had it in my head and it slipped away. Is it Kling AI or something like that? There's this other guy that does short videos and tells you about these crazy websites. And one of them was you could type in, he put in a gorilla walking down a runway with a tuxedo. And AI created a video of a gorilla walking down the runway with a tuxedo on. And he did like 2 or 3 different things, and the AI would generate these little animations. And they look really good, just based on his suggestions in the little columns there and stuff. And he could change it up. And the AI would go ahead and create a whole new video, and it's wild. But eventually, all these videos you see on here, I mean, you got a lot of creators that do a lot of work editing and piecing stuff together. I can imagine a lot of people coming out with these different AI videos and let the computer create the video for them and then put it on here for people to watch. Yeah, AI is... I had this theory about that too. It's like a lot of technology and stuff we have, I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of it is due to government's research and military type research and government research and things like that. And they implement these things without the public knowing. And then over time, they get declassified or kind of goes, again, makes its way into the public sector. You know, so an example of that is GPS. I think that stuff was up in the late 80s. The military had it, and nobody knew about anything about it, really. I never heard of GPS until like 99 or something like that, when they clicked it on and made it available for the public. Now you got GPS in every car, but that stuff was floating around in space and still is now. I mean, you got things like that come out, the military is developed, and you know, the public gets to use. There's a lot more stuff that we use every day that was developed because of the Cold War. And not just the United States. I mean, European countries do the same thing. Russia and all that stuff. Governments put a lot of money and research into these different technologies, and then they get passed on to the public later on. So, it's interesting. I mean, when you got a basically unlimited budget, being a government, you can throw money at something, an idea, make it come true. A lot harder than someone like me and you trying to invent something from scratch in our garage. You ever seen those videos, how they make microchips? I'm fascinated by that. I watch a video on it. They put, hey mom, it doesn't work both ways. My dad did the same thing. He's like, ah, yelling at the camera. But microchips, the technology in that is just amazing. And it's been around since the 60s and 70s, but you think even back then it was crazy technology. How they can get all those little pieces. And now it's like millions and billions. It's billions, not even millions, it's with a B, billions of transistors and stuff in a small little square. It's crazy how they do it, these layers and these chemicals and stuff. And it's way over my head. It blows my mind how somebody came up with that and developed it. And now it keeps improving more and more every year, that more companies and factories and businesses use the technology and they research it themselves. But yeah, microchips, things like that, it's just mind-boggling. Yeah. And they're in everything. They're in everything. Even my toaster has a chip because it has a little digital display. So if I select whatever degree I want my toast to be, it has a little display, so it's got a chip in it, even my toaster. So everything is. The only thing it doesn't have a chip is my toilet. And eventually they'll probably do that too. Well, you have the bidets, you have those crazy toilets that does everything, but yeah, my shower, my toilet's the only thing that doesn't have a chip in it. Everything has chips in it. Your light bulbs with the LEDs, they have chips in them. It's just, it takes a lot of knowledge. That's like Rakesh from India gets on here once in a while from India. It's those engineers that come up with all this stuff. It's, kudos to them. They have the ability, the mind power to, create that type of stuff. And there's teams of people doing it. It's not just one guy in a room by himself. But it's a collaboration of different teams and engineers piecing that stuff together. What was it? Steve Jobs. Yeah, the Japanese toilets. Yeah, I want to try one of those out. But they're like insane amount. But they like $8,000 or some craziness for a toilet. No, I'm not doing that. But anyway, Steve Jobs, when he introduced the first iPhone, it's not like he did it. You know what I'm saying? He had an idea where different things come onto it, but he had teams of engineers that came up with the solutions for that. Stardashians, what's up, man? This guy is, I just stumbled upon his live stream. He was doing some work out with his, driving around, I think DoorDash and things like that. Pretty cool guy. He watched my the car wash video and liked it, so that was cool. So thanks, man, for checking out the feed. My mind is just rambling along. But Steve Jobs, when he came across, when he was doing the smartphones and stuff, he didn't engineer that junk. He just had an idea. I want to be able to touch my phone, and these teams of people had to come up with a solution for that and make the iPhone. Engineers, that's where it's at. So every time you meet an engineer, thank them. They're the behind the scenes person that makes things happen. Engineers. It's not just engineers, but yeah, a lot of it is. Figuring that stuff out is just mind-boggling. Thanks, Stardash. What's your first name, man? I never got your first name off your video. I got Tommy here. Of course, his handle says Tommy, but yours says Stardashian, so I'm not sure what your real first name is. It's not raining here, by the way. It is cloudy, but no rain. It's supposed to rain this weekend with the hurricanes coming up. Eric. All right, Eric. Cool. It's a nice, cool breeze. Kids are playing in the park, and we're just random talking about random stuff. So, yeah, I was asking Eric there about some suggestions on how to grow the channel and how they got more watch hours and stuff. But I'm gonna have to take a different approach because I can't do live streams at work. I can do like I'm doing now. Then I get home evenings and I spend time with Rachel. So yeah, maybe on the weekends, like I said, in the morning she sleeps in, I can do a live feed then. I was doing little builds and stuff. I'm gonna go to the food bank again this Saturday, and then on Sunday I may do a little coffee break, build session, whatever. Build a birdhouse, build a bird feeder, things like that. May do something like that again this Sunday. I don't know. Hey, little kid, you got a bump on your head.
Like that stage.
Little kids running around. There's a bunch of them too. It's a lot of kids for a Tuesday. Just seems, I don't know. Yeah, school's not back in yet. Which is fine. Get to play. But, what was I talking about? My mind just wanders. I'm excited. I'm going to do that one little computer prank video. We'll make it a little short. It won't take me 10 minutes to make this evening on the computer. Yeah, it won't take me even that long, probably. It'll take me even longer to put a title on it or something like that, you know? Thanks, Tommy. It's always a pleasure to have you on here, dude. I appreciate it. Have yourself a great day, man. Yeah. I'll do that video. I got a couple other little, I call them prank videos, but I used to own a computer business years ago, and I consider myself to be somewhat tech savvy. And I used to do little pranks at one of the jobs I had, and well, I'll tell you one of them. Like, there's this one lady that I worked in the invoicing department for accounting, and they were in marketing, and we'd have to communicate back and forth. So we'd go over there to the little set of cubicles, and anyway, so we're back and forth. It was not uncommon to be in the other person's department, if you will, their little cubicle area. They had this strict rule, though, that you could not, you should not leave your computer unlocked when you walk away to go to the bathroom or get a snack or whatever. You should always lock your desktop, the screen. And so I would go around every once in a while. I'd see somebody with their screen unlocked. I'd get on their email, and I'd click on the mass email for like 1,000 people. And I said, this is just a test email. I want to make sure my emails are going out. And then I hit return receipt and read receipt on the email that I sent out. So I send it out as them, and then we get 1,000 read receipts and 1,000 return receipts, or what do you call them? For each email, and it would just keep coming all the time. They couldn't do nothing about it. They just had to deal with it. And it'd be days go by. Some people weren't in office, and then the next week somebody on vacation, they come check their mail and they click on it, and you got to read receipt and delivery receipt. It just never stopped. And yeah, I made a couple people pretty mad about that. I had to stop that one. But another thing we did I thought was hilarious. There's this one lady. She was kind of, I wouldn't say she was a problem, but she just felt like she was better than everybody else and smarter than everybody else. And we didn't hate her. She was just kind of annoying, that type of thing. So what I did is I got a USB extension cord. And when she wasn't there, I plugged this cord in her computer, ran the cord from one cubicle to another one, and hooked up a mouse to it. So you can have 2 or 3 mouses hooked up to a computer at the same time. It'll just do it. So I'm sitting over there talking to this person in the cubicle. I got the mouse. They know what's going on. We're in on it. And she comes in, sits at her cubicle, and she's logging in. You're like, da-da-da. She logs in, starts typing away and doing her stuff. And I would take the mouse and I'd just start slowly moving it. It would slowly move to the top right-hand corner of the screen. And You could hear was her clacking her mouse and moving it back, slapping the table with her, trying to move it back where it belongs. She's like, what is going on? She just kept slowly moving it in the corner. She kept slapping her mouse, over and over again, trying to come back where she needed it. I wouldn't click on anything. I just kept slowly moving it. And she's like, something's wrong with this mouse. You could just hear her talking over there. And then this is when we had XP. So she would restart her computer, get like doo-doo-doo-doo, and a few minutes later, ding, come back on again. She'd log in again. The computers are slow. Internet was crap. So it took like forever for her to get but she rebooted her computer like 3 times. She's just so mad over there, and kept moving the mouse, and she kept slapping it. And finally, I started clicking on something on the top right-hand corner. That's where the X is. So I'd slide and I would click and start closing her door. She's like, what is going on? It's closing. Anybody having this problem? She's like talking really loud in the office, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Look at her like she's crazy. And the whole time, me and this other person were just laughing, trying not to give ourselves away, moving this mouse around and clicking on it and stuff like that. But we just couldn't hold it any longer. It was just too damn hilarious. She was freaking out. She was starting to send emails out to IT to come look at her computer. She was calling people and restarting her computer. And so, yeah, we were cracking up. She's going, I can't believe you're doing this to me. I wasted 30 minutes doing this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. She got mad at me. She didn't tell on me or anything like that, but she was pretty pissed. But, yeah, I don't know. It was just fun to do. So you could do that in your office if you wanted to. If you're working in an office or at home, you want to mess with whoever you live with, get a wireless mouse with a little USB connector. And if they don't notice it, you can plug it in and just have it on your lap and keep moving the pointer around and mess with them. I think the computer's jacked up. So that was my computer prank. One of them anyway. A couple other little things, mess with people. Take a screenshot of their desktop with all the icons. Save it as a picture. Then hide all the icons on the desktop so it's completely blank. And then make that screenshot the background. So when you left, it looked like all our icons were right there on the screen. But every time they clicked on them, nothing would happen because it's a picture. It's not the actual icons themselves, like folders and shortcuts and things. And they just totally blow their mind. And they couldn't find their stuff. That one's really mean. If you just do that and walk away. And then the IT guy comes to me later on that day and he's like, dude, you got to stop doing this stuff, man. They're calling me out of my office to fix this stuff. You got to stop. One time he's like, the first time he's like, what did you do? He came right to me. What are you talking about? I told him. He's like, went over there and fixed it real quick. It's super easy to fix. I told him what I did. But yeah, and that was just fun stuff to do. Mischievous things. And that job didn't last. I don't think it was because of my shenanigans. I'd been deployed to Iraq. I came back. The financial crisis was happening in 2008, 2009, and in 2010 I got laid off. I wasn't fired. I was given a severance package and all this junk for like 5 weeks or some garbage. I found another job. But yeah, they gave me hell when I came back from my deployment, which was really kind of pissed me off about that too. I've been gone for a whole year in a combat zone, came back and they're like, give me a hard time. Yeah, piece of shit job. But anyway, I guess I need to get back. I've been gone for about an hour. I stopped at the store, like I said, to get some chips and a soda. But that kid just fell again. Oh my gosh, this little baby running around in a onesie, just learning how to walk really, and has already smacked his head on the concrete ground. He's got this big goose egg on his head, and he just fell again. That kid is going to be messed up for life. Giant knot on his head, and the mom's just sitting over chatting away. Oh, it'll go down. It's fine. Yeah, we don't believe in concussions. He's never told me he had a headache. It's like 1 year old. How's he gonna tell you? Oh man. Anyway. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off of here, and I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed the car wash video. Make sure you share it, like it, and all that kind of stuff. Get some more views on it, as well as this video if you don't mind. And I will see you guys later. Bye.